Thanks for watching Outdoors Delmarva. I'm Mike Parker. Well, 2 weeks ago, the 38th annual White Marlin Open came to a close with one of the most dramatic endings in recent tournament history. Because in a rare turn of events, the team that weighed in the second biggest White Marlin walked away with the biggest cash prize. By entering into all of the big money Calcuttas, the team aboard the Tighten Up took home more than $750,000. And again, we say congratulations. But when all was said and done, the team that topped the leaderboard with the biggest White Marlin this year are the champs. And when we caught up with the team aboard the We Won 4, well, they were more than happy to share their incredible fish story.
I could have never done it without this guy right here. That guy, that guy, that guy, that guy.
For the crowd gathered at the scales at Harbor Island, it was a storybook ending when on the final afternoon of fishing, the crew of the We Won 4 arrived with an 88.5-pound White Marlin on board. And while this big white would be one of the first fish to be weighed in on Friday, hours of tense moments to follow would all be rewarded when the new leaders would have the staying power to hold on to the top spot.
We had a couple more hours to wait until the tournament was actually over with, but we were totally thrilled. We thought we had a great chance of winning, and we did so.
What's ahead or what will we do?
What you're looking at here is video taken aboard the We Won that fateful morning, when a feisty White Marlin struck the trolling bait, and angler Paul Cohen grabbed the rod, held on, and fought for his crew's tournament life.
We won!
We were just totally thrilled. We hooked the fish at 11:38, and as soon as we got him on the deck of the boat, we knew that we had a contending fish, and we pulled up the lines and said it's time to head to the scales.
We fed him for a while, and messed with him for a while, and finally we got him.
It was an exciting catch for everybody, but for mate Bill Tucker, the fact that his team was even heading back to the scales was like living a fairy tale. Having fished this world's biggest bill fishing event more than 10 times in the past, he'd never had the chance to even deliver a White Marlin to Harbor Island.
Yeah, well, I've been fishing this tournament for 15, 20 years, and I'd never been to the scales with a White Marlin. We caught a tuna one time. We went to the scales, but never a White Marlin. So to fish for 20 years and finally go to the scales with a winning fish is pretty exciting. Because you have so many boats from actually all over the world that come here. You have the best fishermen from everywhere. You know, you have boats from Florida, Bahamas, everywhere that come here. And for a local guy to win it is pretty nice.
We won!
Gosh, it's the only week I take off every year just to enter the White Marlin. It's hard to say, 12, maybe 10, 12 times.
To make the events of this final Friday even more unlikely, Captain Devaney wasn't even sure his boat would be seaworthy as late as the night before, when he enlisted a diver to inspect possible damage on the boat's underbelly late Thursday night. But after a sleepless night, the crew persisted and made it out of the inlet Friday, headed to a spot nicknamed the Mariana, so named for its luck years ago, when John's daughter caught her first fish there, and would prove lucky again when a successful troll resulted in the hungry white biting one of the larger baits in the spread.
It happened at 11:38, and you know, the whites were hitting bigger baits, and a lot of people think they can't swallow a big bait like that, but evidently he didn't have any problem.
On the way back to the scales, the crew of the We Won had a feeling they were about to make history, and when the scale master confirmed their vault into first place, the idea of big money and big bragging rights was somehow overshadowed by a feeling of team pride and unity.
Because I always told him that we want to win this tournament.
And the reality that a small boat with its own share of troubles going in could walk away as a true Cinderella story.
We are the crew of the We Won.
And we won the White Marlin Open.